Grab a block or a blanket. We're starting out seated today. So let's get it started. All right. I like to use my blanket, and I like to also fold it up either in half like this or in thirds. Okay. And you're going to sit pulling one heel in and then your other. Just make sure you know what heel. I usually like to start with the right heel. And then we're going to move in a circle, going in one direction. And then moving in the other direction. Good. And then opening up the side body, reach. As you reach, start to slightly bend your elbow. And then come up and go to the other side. Again, slightly bend your elbow. And then up, reach, and drop. And then lift, and drop. And lift, and drop. And lift, and drop. So each time you want to drop a little bit deeper, see if you can get the whole forearm to the ground. And then go to the other side. And then lift up and rotate, pausing there. And go to the other side, rotate. And then release, rotating again. Moving in all directions. And rotate. And then reaching out in front, releasing down. Drop your forehead down. You can use blocks here. Good. And then from there, you're going to come up and we're going to switch. So if you had your right heel in, switch and do your left. And this will feel different, but we want to make sure we do this, go through all the same motions, going in a circle, because it helps us to become a lot more symmetrical. It helps us integrate the body. And then going in the other direction. And then lifting up and reaching, going to one side, dropping the elbow. And then lifting up and dropping to the other side. And lift and drop. And lift and drop. And lift. And the other side. And then lift and rotate. And reaching, rotating to the other direction. And rotate again. And release to the other side. Awesome. And then from there, we're going to come up into a crawling position. I'm going to take my socks off. Come into a crawling position. And warming up that spine, dropping down and then rounding. And round. drop, and round. Drop, and round. Couple more. Last one. Curl your toes under and press back into down dog. Walk out your heels. And then draw both heels down. Draw the navel in. Then we're going to step the right leg forward, drop the back knee, release the pelvis down. And then from there, step back, down dog. And then stepping the left leg forward. Drop the back knee and release the pelvis down. Nice. And then from there and release. Down dog. Stepping the right leg forward, again, dropping the knee, coming up a little bit higher, maybe using a block. Lift up, or you can come up on the knee. Release the pelvis. Release the back foot. And then from there, stepping back, down dog. And then the left leg steps forward. Drop the knee. And again, you can use a block, come up a little bit higher. Or lifting up to the knee. Good, and then from there, step back, down dog. And then from there, we're going to step the right leg forward, staying in a high lunge. And then rotating to the side. So you're going to stack your shoulders, reach. Swing the arm around, and we're going to step back into plank. Lower, modify to the knees if you need to. Lift up Bhujanasana. Take it back, down dog. Left leg then steps forward. High lunge, hold it there. Stay super strong in that back leg. Do not let the knee drop. And then from there, we stack the left shoulder on top of the right. Reach. Swing the arm around and step back. Plank. Lower. Lift. Take it back. Down dog. Right leg now steps forward, warrior one, and reach up. So we're gradually getting ourselves lifted. We started out in that low lunge. Then we went into a high lunge. Now we're in warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Draw the navel in, tailbone down in neutral. Because this is an evening practice, we always want to make sure we're adding those rotations. So we're going to open up the arms to the side and then turn to the right. So you open up your arms to the side and then rotate. Palms up. It's a big rotation. Keep dropping your back heel down, bend that front knee. Then the left hand goes to the ground. Good, reach. Swing the arm around and step back, plank. Lower. Lift Bhujanasana. And take it back, down dog. Left leg steps forward, warrior one, reach. Bend the front knee. Nice. And then from there, we open up the arms to the side, palms stay up. And then we rotate to the left. I'm not as flexible on this side. So you do your best, you look behind you. Then dropping the right hand to the ground. Extend that left arm up. Swing the arm around. Step back plank. Lower. Modify to the knees if you need to. Lift up Bhujanasana. Take it back. Down dog. Good. We're going to step forward again. Warrior one. Reach. And we're going to add warrior three. So balancing warrior. We're going to go from warrior one. Drop the hands to the waist. Hinge at the hips. And then lift up. Lift up. Back leg is lifting. Reach, 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 reach. And then extend your arms. Lower, back into warrior one. Open up your arms to the side. Palms stay up. Rotate your torso to the right. So you open up, rotate. Look behind you. And dropping the left hand to the ground. You can use a block here. So we're doing a nice, strong, steady practice, holding these standing postures a little bit longer, building a foundation that helps stabilize Vata, release the arm around, and then we're going to make sure, step back plank, lower. We're going to do lots of forward folding, how we end our practice today, and that helps move our subtle forces down, which grounds and calms the Vata and the Pitta both. Down dog, holding down dog. Then stepping forward, left leg coming up into warrior one. And remember, we're going to be adding that balancing warrior. Warrior one. And then the hands coming to your waist. Gradually lift that back leg up. Get stable. Then extend your arms. Then lowering back into warrior one. Reach. And then we open up the arms to the side. Palms stay up. Rotating to the left. And then dropping down, stacking that left shoulder on top of the right. Swinging the arm around and stepping back, pulling, lower, lift, And take it back, down dog. All right, we have one more add-on to that sequence. Stepping forward, right leg, warrior one, reach. Nice and strong, nice and stable. Hold the pose. What we want to do is get into the pose, align ourselves, and then allow the muscles to hug the bones, create stability. Stay in the pose, be still. Dropping the hands to the waist, hinging at the waist, then slowly lifting up into warrior three. If you can, extending your arms. So our add-in is happening right here. Dropping your hands to the ground. Walking your hands close to that standing leg. That right forearm goes to the right calf. And you drop your head into the knee. Lift your other leg up. And then we lower, back leg lowers, come right back up into warrior one. Reach. Open up your arms to the side. Rotate to the right. Keep bending that front knee. Back leg, heel is down. Dropping the left hand to the ground. Reach. Swing the arm around. Step back, plank. Lower. Lift. Curl your toes under, down dog. Stepping the left leg forward, warrior one. Reach. And again, we have that add-on. Hands then come to the waist. Up, warrior three. You can hold it here or extend your arms out. Then the hands come to the ground. And then that left forearm goes to the left calf. Walk your other hand in. Head goes to the knee. And then your other leg lifts. I have an injury on this side, so this is it for me. And then lowering that back leg and coming right back up into warrior one, reach. Bend that front knee, back heels down. Open up your arms to the side, palms up. And rotate. So remember, rotations are going to help settle, assimilate, integrate, digest. So that's going to help Pitta. Because what is fire doing? Fire helps us transform. It's taking one thing, transforming it into another thing, making it usable energy. Just like your food. Then you drop your hands down. So a lot of times when we take information in, like we're just taking in too much activity, we want to be able to assimilate it so we're not walking around overwhelmed all the time. Swing the arm around, step back plank, lower, lift up Bhujanasana, and then take it back down dog. Very nice. Stepping forward, right leg warrior two. Coming to a new sequence. Looking down the middle right finger. Drop low. So be strong. Hold. Steady. And then lifting up out of that, turning your feet parallel, toes slightly turn in, drop into a wide leg forward fold. Grab your big toe with the 2 fingers, pointer finger, middle finger, connect those 2 fingers to your thumb. Drop your head. Hold it there. Relax your head. So we add these forward folds as a way of helping to move the subtle forces. Remember, where the subtle forces are the forces of Vata. Pitta has subtle forces, so does Kapha. But we're manipulating the Vayus as we do our physical practices. Okay, that looks good. Relax your head a little bit more. And then we rotate to the right leg, drop your back heel, and I want you to pull it out a little bit. Drop your head into the knee, straighten that leg. Relax. Now you can use a block, no problem. You can even use 2 blocks. Put them on either side of the foot. Right hip moves back, left hip moves forward. So you square those hips. And then hands on the ground, step back, down dog. You can either hold down dog or shift forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower, lift, curl your toes under, down dog. Left leg steps forward, warrior 2. So I'm going to rotate. Looking down that middle left finger. Strong and steady. Lower a little deeper here. And then lifting up, turning both feet parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. And this time we interlace our fingers behind us, lift up, and again, drop down into a wide-legged forward fold. Drop. And then from there, releasing your hands down and rotating to that left leg. Pulling your back leg in and out a little bit. And we straighten that front leg, drop into a forward fold. And again, you can use blocks, 1 or 2. If you don't have blocks, you can put your hands right on the shin and relax your head down. And remember, you want to square the hips. So this time, left hip moves back, Right hip moves forward. Square those hips. Get them in the same plane. Balance right next to each other. And if you want, you can either just step right back into down dog, hold it there, or step into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Lift. Back. Down dog. Good, and stepping forward, right leg, we're gonna go into Parsvakonasana. So you can either come right up on the thigh and reach that arm alongside the ear, or you can use a block, put it on the big toe side of the foot. We're gonna go from Parsvakonasana into Trikonasana, not quite yet. Holding the pose, steady, strong, balanced. Draw the navel in. And then from there, lift up, reach, straightening that right leg, pull the back leg in a little bit. Make sure your heel is further back than the toes. And you're lining up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. And then you take the hand now to the baby toe side of the foot. Block, move it to the baby toe side and hold. Stack that left shoulder on top of the right. Trikonasana. Now swing that left arm around and you're going to actually step your back leg up. So it means you have to walk your hands forward. Put your weight into the right leg. Lift your back leg up. And then we're going to lift our hands, bring them into prayer right at the heart. Interlace your fingers. Pull the back leg in. Take your fingers and hands around the foot. Now you might just hold it right here with the head down to the knee. If you can do more, extend that leg straight out. Now, if you're having a hard time, you can use the wall. Use it. Drop the head down towards the knee. That foot that's in the air then goes down right over the standing leg, and you drop into a forward fold. Hold it. Hold it there. Relax your head. So you always want to make sure that head gets relaxed. Nice. From there, both hands on the ground, you're going to step back right leg, left leg, shift forward plank, lower. Lift, Bhujanasana, pause. Drop your shoulders, lift your heart, and then take it back, down dog. Now remember, we're going back into Parsvakonasana, so left leg steps forward. Use a block if you need to, or come up on the thigh. Parsvakonasana. Reach. Strong, draw the tailbone in, navel in. Steady. What are we trying to help Vata with? What does Vata need? Vata needs to be more stable. Vata needs to be calmer, more grounded. That's how we balance it. What does Pitta need? Pitta needs more playfulness, ease, flow. So Pitta needs to reduce intensity. All right, then lifting up, you straighten the leg, reach, pull the back foot in, line up the front heel with the arch of the back foot, straighten both legs, and then drop into Trikonasana. So if you're using a block, it goes to that baby toe side of the foot. Then upper arm swings around. And then we reach up and back leg lifts. Going into warrior three. Bring your hands to your heart. Interlace your fingers. And now your back leg comes in. Interlace your hands. You can hold it right here. Use a wall if you need to. Or extend that right leg straight out. Head down towards the knee. And then releasing that right leg over the left, drop into a forward fold. Relax your head. Oh, wow. Time flies when we're having fun. And then from there, step back, down dog. Shift forward, plank lower. Lift the Bhujanasana, pause. Lift your heart. And then we're going to take it back into child's pose. Open up the knees, big toes together, release. Good, and then from there, lifting up. Taking both legs out in front of you. I'm sitting back up on my blanket. Come right to the very edge. Good, pubic bone points straight down. Good, and then from there, we're gonna reach out and you're gonna cross. The right hand goes over the left. The right hand's gonna come and grab either the baby toe side of the left foot or above the ankle. Grab, and then you're gonna lift that leg up. And then the other arm comes up, and then you open up and rotate. Lift your heart. Do not allow the upper body to collapse. Lift, lift, lift. Then taking that leg that's in the air, stack it, bend it, stack it on top of the extended leg and drop into a forward fold. You can use a block and support the head. And then releasing out of that, reach and switch. So the left hand grabs baby toe side of the other leg, lift, open the heart, reach, extend, lift the chest, really important. Lift the chest. If you're collapsing in that mid back, means you need to grab above the ankle and then lift the heart, rotate it. Taking that leg and stacking it, dropping into a forward fold. And then from there, lifting up, opening up the legs wide, open up to one side. And then lift and go to the other side. Make sure those kneecaps are pointing straight up to the ceiling. And then dropping in front. See if you can either use blocks. You could do hands here or blocks. And then see if you can lower even more. Good, and then slowly, slowly lifting up out of that, taking it onto your back. Find your heels, step into bridge. Then from bridge, we lower, draw the right knee in, extend the, release the pelvis, open up the right leg, take it to the side, cross. You're now extending that right leg across the body. Look to the right. And release. Left leg comes in, right leg extends. Open up to the side. And then take it across. And then from there, coming back into bridge, lift. And then lowering, drawing both knees in, opening up into a circle, going in one direction, and then releasing and going in the other direction. Good. And then setting yourself up for Shavasana. Do make sure you are warm. So put your socks on, put your sweatshirt on, cover yourself up with a blanket, and definitely cover your eyes. covering your eyes. And we cover the eyes. The eyes are the most overstimulated sense that we have. They work very hard all day long. And so we want to calm our senses. And relax. Good job. Shavasana. Going into total stillness. Arms below the heart, palms up in a receiving position. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Very slowly roll to your right side. Take a moment there. Rest. Move slowly. And then bringing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Hands together, connecting your thumbs to your heart. Close your eyes and settle your breath. Slow everything down. Be completely still. Stillness is another way of bringing in earth. Settling the Vata. Settling the Pitta. And may you have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Oh yeah, you're in the way. Good job, you guys.